Michelle McConnell is the long-range planner and the project planner lead through this long process. And also with us today is Jeffrey Stewart from the Department of Ecology in attendance to observe our process and be available to the board should you have questions. Philip's in the audience if we need any assistance from the county administrator. And then this afternoon, Margaret Clancy from ESA Adolphson, who is our consultant, who's no longer on contract, will be participating in this session. And then again, let's see, we have a session this morning, one this afternoon till 6, and then again on Wednesday, and as scheduled after that. So we have the public record. Both, I think Michelle has the public record, and I think Philip is dragging around a bunch of
I'm putting mine together.
3-ring binders as well. So I think following on Mr. Chairman, your comment about where can you get information as to what potentially in deliberations may be included. Obviously, your base document is the Planning Commission recommendation. The DCD recommendation supplements that. And then also anything in the public record or anything that you deliberate to bring up in this process is eligible. So with that, I'll turn to Michelle McConnell.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you, Al. One item to build on materials and tools to assist you in your deliberations is that we have put together a list that essentially reflects what we have heard from you on 2 occasions in terms of issues that you want to further discuss, issues that you want to address, things that you might have further questions on. And so here, numbered, the items numbered from 1 through 43 in the left-hand column. The second column is the source, which event is when we heard this from you, where in the Planning Commission final draft recommendation we can find the issue, and then a little description thereof of, where you want to fix formatting or consider different language, different wording, and then of course organized from top to bottom by article. So one, we wanted to make sure you knew we've heard you and kind of help track all the things that have come up so far based on your discussions today, this morning, this afternoon, and Wednesday. We can continue to track additional issues that come up and just add them to the list, continuing the numbering. So perhaps today we'll find out issues 44 through 50, and we can plug them into the list where appropriate and kind of keep tracking and making sure that nothing slips through the cracks. So this has been prepared to assist you. Other than that, I think, as you just mentioned, we're ready to answer questions and assist you in figuring out if and what you want to do about your recommendation before you, and get ready to move towards the local approval.
Proceed then. Yeah, in addition to reading all the letters again this weekend, I did even look up in the dictionary the difference between shall and should, and I realized that my dictionary was about 10 years old, so I don't know what today's dictionary would say. It might say like whatever, or something that
Change.
yeah, we'll have to go through all of these. Okay, well, starting with from the top here, I guess.
Mr. Chair?
Good job.
Just a procedural question. The maps, are we going to deal with those at the end before we go into the graph on 4 and definitions?
Yes, that's what I envisioned, although we could take those as subjects come up. We might have discussions around relative subjects that would influence what we do on the maps, which is my thinking.
And Mr. Chair, excuse me, I'm sorry, just
Sure.
to follow up, just to make sure it's clear, I don't think I said it actually, but staff has not yet made any changes to the document. Essentially, we heard what you said, we put it here in the list, but I guess from our past discussions, I think last Monday, what we look for is really clear direction from you to say, staff, we're gonna prepare a resolution to approve the document with the following changes, and this could serve as a bit, in fact, that's how it's titled, this is a pick list.
Right.
And so looking for specific directions, so just to be clear.
So
Okay.
what we could end up doing today as a board is giving you direction to write language with our thoughts
Sure.
to include, and may even have a parking lot for legal questions when David gets back from vacation next week. I warned him that he might have some of those. We always pay for it when we go on vacation, with work when we come back. So he's anticipating that. Okay. Well, let's just kind of do as we did at the workshop that we had in Superior Court. Just go and start with Article 1. I've got something on page 3. Anybody got anything before that?
David, which version are you looking
On
at?
the DCD.
On DCD,
I'm
Article
in
1.
Oh,
version. Just, like I say, because it has the planning commission in it, it's helpful just to have them both right there to look at. So, I guess my first one on page 3. Let's see, it's governing principles, item F. There was a comment in the letter that integrated and coordinated should be changed to integrated and consistent. I was wondering, did all this language come out of legislation here, or for that section from RCW? Is that the RCW language coordinated, or?
A lot of it comes out of the guidelines, 173, 106.
If we change that, would we not be consistent with the guidelines then?
Not necessarily. I mean, it can be said different ways. The guidelines are one way of saying things.
I think one thing to make very clear is that this new Shoreline Master Program is updating the comprehensive plan and the Unified Development Code. So policies that are in here will go in the comp plan. So it's not necessarily that we're trying to only be consistent with the existing comp plan. This is an update.
Okay. So that would be reason for keeping it as coordinated.